Today we're diving deep into the big questions. What's next for Bitcoin? And what's brewing with Solana and XRP news today? Buckle up as we take you on a roller coaster ride through market shifts, regulatory updates, and some truly surprising twists in the crypto realm. Hey crypto lovers, welcome back to your channel, AI FunTech. Imagine waking up to find your favorite crypto suddenly on a wild ride, a mix of skyrocketing rallies and nail-biting dips. That's the current scene. Recently, President Trump's bold move to name specific cryptocurrencies for a U.S. strategic reserve sent shockwaves across the market. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano were all mentioned in a tweet that caused prices to jump, only for the market to settle into a state of uncertainty later on. For instance, Reuters reported that after Trump's announcement, Bitcoin surged over 11%, reaching near $94K, while XRP and Solana enjoyed notable gains initially before facing a pullback. But here's a question. Will this strategic reserve plan fuel a sustained bull run or simply add more volatility to an already turbulent market? In today's episode, we'll break down all these factors. Let's look at the quick market snapshot. If we look at Bitcoin, BTC is trading near $83,000 to $94,000 range, with analysts debating its resistance levels. While XRP, after an initial rally with a jump over 35%, it's now hovering around the low $2 to $2.5 zone. And Solana, SOL, is showing a rebound with double-digit percentage gains, but still facing regulatory headwinds. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, remember, DYR, this isn't financial advice, so always do your research before investing. The Crypto Strategic Reserve, a game changer or just hype? President Trump's proposal to include multiple cryptocurrencies in a U.S. strategic reserve marked a turning point. While his tweet sparked an immediate rally, it also ignited debate across the crypto community. Critics, including major voices like Brian Armstrong of Coinbase and Tyler Winklevoss of Gemini, argued that a reserve built solely on Bitcoin might offer more stability due to its decentralized nature and digital gold status. On the flip side, some market watchers believe that including altcoins like XRP and Solana could diversify the reserve, potentially harnessing their unique technological strengths and community support. But then there's the practical side. Should a government really hodl assets that are inherently more volatile? As one analyst from FX Street noted, the market reacted strongly, with Bitcoin soaring over 20% in some regions and altcoins like Cardano jumping over 60% in the immediate aftermath. Bitcoin, the reigning king amid turbulence. Bitcoin continues to be the benchmark for the crypto market. Despite the recent volatility, where it dipped below its 200-day moving average and flirted with technical resistance, analysts remain cautiously bullish about its long-term potential. Recent data from MarketWatch shows that Bitcoin is still rallying in the aftermath of regulatory news and global market sentiment shifts. Have you ever wondered why, despite all the noise, Bitcoin seems to always come back stronger? It's partly because of its established network, proven scarcity, and the psychological impact it has as the first cryptocurrency. Many investors see it as a safe haven in the crypto world, a digital equivalent to gold. However, there are concerns about liquidity and potential price corrections. Some experts predict that if Bitcoin's liquidity issues persist, we could see a significant retracement, possibly down to $73,000 or even lower in the short term. Solana and XRP, the dynamic duo facing their own battles. Let's shift our focus to Solana and XRP, two altcoins that have had an eventful week. XRP has been a hot topic lately. After being named in Trump's crypto reserve, XRP initially shot up by over 35%. However, regulatory uncertainties and mixed signals from the government have since pressured its price. Some analysts, like those from the Crypto Basic, are even weighing in on whether XRP might have reached its bottom and could be poised for a breakout toward targets as ambitious as $15 or even $30. From a technical perspective, bullish divergences in XRP's price chart suggest that while the short-term sentiment is bearish, a reversal could be on the horizon. For instance, when XRP hit a low around $1.89 earlier this month, momentum indicators like the RSI began to show signs of recovery, hinting that selling pressure might be easing. Solana, known for its high-speed blockchain and vibrant developer community, has similarly experienced a wild ride. After an initial rally post-announcement, its price also faced downward pressure. However, recent data from Decrypt indicates that Solana has bounced back by over 6.5%, suggesting that investors are finding renewed confidence in its fundamentals. There's a playful element to Solana's story. It's as if the coin is doing a digital dance, dodging regulatory hurdles while still managing to rally when the market sentiment turns positive. It's a reminder that in crypto, even a stumble can be a precursor to a spectacular recovery. Now, let me ask you, have you ever seen your altcoins doing the cha-cha? 1 minute they're leaping with joy, and the next they're tiptoeing cautiously around a sell wall. It's almost like they're at a crypto dance-off, trying to find the perfect rhythm amid all the market noise. Now, let's talk about regulatory wins and global factors. The crypto market is not just about technological innovations. It's also deeply influenced by regulatory wins and macroeconomic factors. With the SEC delaying decisions on ETF applications for altcoins like XRP and Solana, and geopolitical tensions affecting global markets, there's a cocktail of factors that traders must watch closely. For example, FX Street reported that while XRP's classification could pivot its price dramatically, the broader market sell-off in the wake of tariff-related uncertainties has kept many investors on edge. And let's not forget the impact of global economic policies. Recent statements from top analysts indicate that if the Federal Reserve decides to cut rates further in 2025, we might see another surge in risk on assets, including crypto. But on the other hand, persistent inflation fears and unpredictable political decisions, trade wars, mean that volatility will likely remain a constant companion. So here's the million-dollar question. Can Bitcoin reclaim its bullish momentum and lead the market out of these turbulent waters? And what about XRP and Solana? Are they simply the supporting actors in a Bitcoin-dominated show? Or do they have the chops to steal the spotlight on their own? What's next for Bitcoin? Looking ahead, Bitcoin appears to be at a crossroads. Technical analysts are debating whether the current pullback is a healthy consolidation or the start of a deeper correction. Some forecasts predict that if Bitcoin can hold above key support levels, it might surge back to break new ground. With institutional investors and major financial firms increasingly eyeing Bitcoin as a hedge against macroeconomic uncertainties, its long-term prospects remain promising despite short-term volatility. For XRP, the technical signals suggest that it might soon pivot from its current correction. If XRP can hold above the critical support around $2.30 and overcome regulatory hurdles, the stage could be set for a significant rally, potentially reaching targets that analysts from the Crypto Basic have speculated about. As for Solana, its rapid recovery after recent dips indicates a resilient underlying ecosystem. Its speed, low fees, and vibrant developer activity continue to attract both retail and institutional investors. While regulatory uncertainties linger, the market's recent rebound offers hope that Solana can maintain its momentum and eventually become a cornerstone of future crypto infrastructure. I remember my own early days in crypto, sitting at my computer, watching the numbers change, feeling that mix of exhilaration and dread. Today, even as the market sends us on a dizzying ride, that same excitement is still there. It's as if every dip is an opportunity, and every rally a signal to learn and grow. Personally, I'm cautiously optimistic. I believe Bitcoin's foundational strength will ultimately shine through, while altcoins like XRP and Solana, with their unique narratives, offer interesting diversification opportunities. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think Bitcoin will lead a robust recovery, or are altcoins like XRP and Solana poised for a breakout? What's your take on the U.S. Strategic Crypto Reserve? Game changer or just another twist in the tale? Drop your comments below and join the discussion. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share with your fellow crypto enthusiasts. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that the crypto market is as unpredictable as it is exciting. The interplay of regulatory decisions, global economic trends, and technological innovations means that every day brings new challenges and opportunities. Whether you're a die-hard Bitcoin maximalist or a fan of the innovative altcoin space, one thing is clear: this market is here to stay, evolving and surprising us at every turn. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, keep learning. This isn't financial advice, so always do your research before investing. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next deep dive on AI FunTech. Until next time, happy trading.